What's up, Bigfooters and other extraterrestrially enthused folks? My name is Brady, and today we talk about a UFO experience from the 4th of July. Stay tuned! Looks good. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Alright, welcome back, guys. Hope you all had a fantastic 4th of July. Mine, as you might be able to tell from the video, was rather interesting. So for the 4th of July, my family and I took a trip to Frontier City Theme Park in Oklahoma City to watch their fireworks show, since we can't do it fireworks around our house. And while there, I was photographing some of the fireworks and snapped this interesting picture of an object near one of the fireworks. Whatever it is not super defined. It's kind of a blob squatch of a UFO picture. So the events leading up to this photo, I was photographing these fireworks when all of a sudden this object zoomed past my frame, and I only saw it for a split second. Not even a second, I don't think. But whatever it was just zoomed right past the frame of the camera, and I saw it zoom through the sky extremely fast. Could not have been an airplane or a satellite, anything like that. Way too fast. Definitely wasn't a drone, but it only lasted for a split second, not even a second. I did not get a super detailed look at whatever it was. So the detail we're discussing in the video, we're basing on the photograph itself. And after looking at the photograph, and based off what I saw, I've come up with three main suspects. One is the most obvious, probably a shooting star. Two, a bug flying past the camera. Or three, some form of unidentified flying object, a UFO. Alright, so suspect number one is a shooting star, and after seeing it, that was really my first gut reaction, since I've never seen a shooting star before. So, I mean, I don't really know what it looks like in person, but after thinking about it, I'm thinking that's not as likely as I thought it was at first. The behavior of it was certainly very shooting star-like, with it just zooming across the sky, only visible for not even a second. But the thing that got me about it was the appearance of it didn't really look like a shooting star, not in person or in the picture. Like I said, I've never seen a shooting star before, unless this is a shooting star, then I've seen a total of one. But other than this, I've never seen a shooting star, but on the photos that I've seen and the other people that have also commented on my social media that I posted this on, it doesn't really look like a shooting star. Shooting stars have a much longer trail behind it and a much more defined front because of the comet in the atmosphere, or the asteroid. Is there a difference? I don't know. But yeah, it just looks like a comet. It looks like a shooting star with the long tail, the ball at the front. It has a very defined shape. This one was really just one straight glowing object, like a sideways cylinder almost. It didn't really have a front or a back. If you were just looking at the photo, it could look like it was going either way. But this one was going left to right, and there's not a defined head at the front and not a super defined trail at the back. So that's my one real big red flag with it being a shooting star. But I don't know, perhaps this could be due to the shooting star being a great distance away, not as close as it appeared, so I guess that's always an option. I don't really know how distance affects the appearance of shooting stars, so I guess that's always a possibility right there. But also, phone cameras like this in low light usually have a pretty slow shutter speed as compared to daylight, and you'd think that it would have an even more exaggerated streak due to the low shutter speed. So that's also something else to consider when looking at the photo. And speaking of lower shutter speeds, my next suspect would be an insect flying past the camera. Now, a few years back, there were these skyfish photos popping up where it appeared multiple crafts were passing by cameras, and they didn't look like anything we knew of. Very extended, very oddly shaped objects that were nicknamed skyfish, but on the show Fact or Fake Paranormal Files, it turned out that those were bugs. Those were bugs flying past the camera, and due to lower shutter speeds and lower frame rates, the camera had trouble focusing on it, and it just extended the object across the frame, making the objects and the flapping wings of the insects really gave them a pretty odd appearance. So that is my second suspect. Perhaps the parking lot lights were illuminating an insect that just flew across my screen, and I just happened to get it on camera. But My only problem with that really is that I'm pretty sure I saw it in person. It was only a split second. Maybe I was looking at the camera and the sky and I saw it out of the corner of my eye on the camera, and I'm just misremembering it being in the sky. But I'm pretty sure I saw it in the sky as well as on the camera. Maybe not even on the camera, maybe in the sky, just snapping photos of the fireworks, and I just got lucky. But I mean, I don't know. It was pretty fast. I could be misremembering it. I could just be remembering looking at the camera and seeing something fly by. But as I remember seeing it in the sky. But I could be misremembering. It was really fast. And that slow shutter speed can also kind of be observed in the firework right next to the object. It's kind of blurrier. It's being extended a little bit because of the slower shutter speed of the camera. So we know that it's not a super slow shutter speed. This camera's pretty good in low light, but it's something to consider, that it's always possible that it was an insect. But for me, I'm thinking it's not, because I'm pretty sure I saw it, but based on the photo, you could make an argument that it was an insect. And the final possibility, the most interesting, perhaps it was some sort of unidentified craft flying in the sky. It was definitely way too fast for any publicly recognized aircraft like a drone, a satellite, but this definitely was not a plane. It was glowing, so I don't think it was any type of known craft. So it was definitely an unidentified craft of some kind, but it was a very fleeting object. Again, barely saw it, super quick, so I cannot make a positive ID one way or another. And with the information that I saw with my eyes and in the photo, we cannot make a positive ID. I cannot say that it was an extraterrestrial craft without knowing for sure, because maybe it's a government plane they don't tell us about. Maybe it was an insect, like I said. Maybe it was my first shooting star and it just looked weird on the photo, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, whatever it was weird and it was interesting. So I cannot say if it was alien in origin or extraterrestrial, or if it was just a natural occurrence. But one thing is for sure, that it was an unidentified flying object, alien or otherwise. With that said, take a look at the photograph. I've put the unaltered photo and the cropped photo with a few light enhancements on there, just so it's up the contrast a tiny bit, but it's basically just a cropped version with a little bit of light tweaking done to it. So I'll provide the original and the cropped version if you guys want to take a look at it. Coming up, my secret Bigfoot giveaway location is coming up pretty soon. If you guys have been paying attention to my Instagram, you probably already know where it was. But we do know the giveaway winner, and that video will be coming out hopefully pretty soon. We're in the post-production stage of that now, but I'm probably going to put out a couple other commentary videos in between now and then. 4th of July was interesting, and I wanted to get this out as soon as I could, so the information is still relatively fresh in my mind. But I think that's all I have to say, and I think that is going to about wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep squatching.